Are you struggling to gain weight that no matter what you do, how much you're eating, what videos you watch, or what time you start eating helps you out at all? That you just feel like you're stagnant, that you're not even gaining weight anymore. And every time you look at yourself in the mirror, you're not bigger, you're fat. You're fatter now. Then this video is for you because there's a lot of things that I'm gonna tell you in this video that are really gonna help you out. But before that, my name is Josue and I help skinny people who are insanely busy with their college, with jobs, with other responsibilities. I help them gain weight, build muscle, and develop a dream physique that they always had in mind. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So before we get into the time you're gonna start eating, we gotta talk about something that's even simpler to understand. You know how many calories you're supposed to be eating in a day? Maybe it's 3,000 calories, maybe it's 4,000 calories, maybe it's like 3,500. Do you know how many calories though? If you don't, then dude, you are off to a bad start already. No matter what time you're going to be eating in the day, you are not going to gain weight. And if you did gain weight, you're going to get more fat than muscle. So let's put an example up for you. We're going to go on calorie tracker and we're going to put an example. So we're going to put a 125-pound male. We're going to put him at 5'8" in height. Then we're also going to say that he's a light exercise person, right? He barely works out. He works out like 1 to 3 times a week. And pretty much that's it. So this is going to recommend us something around 2,100 calories perhaps. Or it's going to recommend us something even smaller than that, in case they want to lose weight. But in this case, we want to gain weight. So guess what we're going to do? Those 2,100 calories, we're going to add around 200 through 300 calories above. Maybe even 400, which will be reasonable. This brings us to 2,500 calories. With 2,500 calories, you have a lot to work with. A lot of meals you can eat, right? That's just an example though. I want you to go on calorie tracker and put in your information. I want you to put in how much you weigh, what's your height, and what's your activity level. After you do this, you can come back to this video. Because if you don't know how many calories you should be eating, then why are we trying to plan what time you should be eating? First of all, you should go from step 1, step 2, step 3. Never skip a step or else it's just going to bite you in the ass in the future. Now that we know how many calories we should be eating a day, let's talk about the time. So let's say you wake around 7 a.m., right? And yeah, 7 a.m. is a pretty good time for like a lot of the time people wake up for college or like for their jobs. And if you want to make it as easy as possible for you to gain the weight, I recommend you eat in the first hour of waking up. It doesn't need to be like the biggest meals like pancakes, bacon, sausages, and shit. It could be something small. When I wake up, I like eating something small often. So let's say it's 500 calories. It's something small, perhaps like an oatmeal with some like nuts inside and like some blueberries and a bit of honey. Should be around 500 calories, maybe a bit less or a bit more. But that's just the first meal, something to get you started in the day. Right after that, we're going to go into the lunch period. So let's say we ate at 8 a.m., 500 calories. Now we're going to eat at 12 p.m. We're going to eat around 700 calories. That's already 1,200 calories. I did the math right. Yeah, 1,200 calories. Then we're going to move around to the snack period. Snack period will be around 3 p.m. This period you can bring, I don't know, a trail mix, a protein bar. And this is another 350 calories. Now we're at 1,550 calories, right? Then we're going to skip ahead to dinner. Dinner is going to be our last meal, like our last big meal. This meal is going to be around 750 calories. So 1,550 plus 7,550. That would be, I believe, 2,200. If I did not fuck up the math. I think I might have, but whatever. 2,200 calories so far, and it's 7 p.m. So last thing we do, we eat a small snack before we go to sleep, an hour before we go to sleep. This snack is around 300 calories. Perhaps can be another protein bar, could be some like Greek yogurt with like some blueberries, chocolate chip, honey and shit. Or it can just be something else, whatever you would like that can fill those calories up. After we eat those 300 calories, that's already 2,500 calories. You've pretty much accomplished your first day of eating on a bulk. You're going to gain the weight. Keep it up for 7 days and you're going to gain a pound or half a pound. And that's progress. Now, I want to tell you something else. You may be telling me right now, Josue, that's way too slow. Why would I want to gain 1 pound or half a pound every week? I want to get big fast. I want to like impress everyone. My man, slow down. Cause look, I used to be just like you. I used to want to gain the weight fast as fuck so I can be massive and impress people. And at the end, I did gain a lot of weight. I gained 40 pounds in 6 months. While at the time I thought that was a flex and I was bragging it around everywhere. Later on, I realized that a lot of the weight I gained was fat. Imagine probably like 30 pounds of the weight you gained is fat. That's horrible. Why would you want to gain more fat than muscle? And you know the reason this happened was because I gained it too fast. Think of this as a slope, right? There's how much muscle you're gonna build and how much fat you're gonna get. You're gonna build, so gaining fat takes less than building muscle. And I think we both know this because there's been a lot of times where we gain fat instead of building muscle because muscle takes longer to build, right? So yeah, slow and steady wins the race. Don't go too crazy or else you're gonna gain a lot of fat. Also, don't go too crazy and eat less because then you're gonna lose weight and you don't want to lose the progress you've made, right? Now, to finish off this point, I want to tell you that you don't always need to eat 2,500 calories on the dot. Some days you can perhaps eat 2,600 or 2,400. But what matters is you always keep a routine where you're eating around the same amount of calories. Now, there's gonna come a point where you're not gonna gain weight on 2,500 calories. What this means is that you need to increase the calories, because this means you hit a plateau. A plateau is when you hit a point where you can't go up anymore, but you can go down for sure, especially in weight gain. A lot of the times people don't realize this because they're not measuring their weight. This is why I recommend you measure your weight every week. Not every day. Every day is possible, but every week I like it more because it's easier on your head and like your mind, and like you're telling yourself you're not gaining weight. Then one day you gain 2 pounds and another day you lose 3 pounds. That's what happens when you do it daily. So do it weekly, right? Do it right after you piss too. And make sure you're not eating anything. But yeah, basically that. To finish off this video, if you don't know what to eat, then I recommend you join my Discord community. This is where I'm in and a lot of other people are into. We can give you advice as to what to eat, at what time you should eat, as well as just overall communicate with each other. That's the nice thing about having a community. If you want to join it, is the first thing in the description. I want to see you there, okay? Then I'm gonna just give you a little quick recap or some takeaways. Don't eat too much, don't eat too little. You're either gonna lose weight or you're gonna gain too much weight, which means you're gonna get more fat than muscle. Second thing is, I recommend you stick to a routine. It makes things easier. But stick to a routine that's adjustable and as well as personal to you. Don't just stick to someone else's routine because that routine is for them. Stick to the one for you, right? And don't bulk too fast. You're going to gain more weight, but you're going to gain more fat. I mentioned that already, but still I got to mention it again because a lot of the times people don't listen to this. And yeah, pretty much that's it. If you like this video, then I would really appreciate you drop the like, shows the support, as well as subscribe so you don't miss out another video like this, and comment what was your favorite thing about this. Lastly, if you're a skinny guy who is insanely busy but you want to achieve a dream physique right now without going through as many of the failures, click on the first thing in the description, join it, and I'll speak to you, okay? Have a great day.